I'm at Unilever Kilbourne facility in lovely Chicago. And I lived and grew up in this neighborhood, and I did not know this place was here. My neighbor told me they were hiring, and I said, great, what did they do there? They make Hellmann's mayonnaise. I said, really? Well, that's been in my refrigerator since I was a little girl.
So we have open positions in material handling. So this is a very fast-paced role, so really moving of the packaging and the raw ingredients to our processing and ensuring that's done accurately. So essentially, this team member is receiving in our materials and they're making sure that's getting to our depalletization unit and to the manufacturing line so we could fill up that mail and make sure we can get that to our customers on time. And with that, the factory itself is really reliant on logistics.
I was a material handler. It was called throwing glass, putting bottles on the line for the bottles to be filled. In the mornings when we come in, we basically do a handoff. We have the oncoming shift, which is us, and then the people that are ready to go home hands off the paperwork and gives us a basic explanation of what's going on the lines. We begin to take over their job and just proceed to put the product into the trailer and do it correctly.
The work down here is extremely fast-paced. They're working a variety of material handling equipment and ensuring that we do that and make sure everyone gets home safely to their families.
We have a very safety-minded culture here, so we are constantly looking up, down, left, right. It's very intense, especially when you're the 4 or 5 other drivers around you at the same time.
I think for me specifically, looking for somebody that very cognizant of how they work as a team. So being a team member in logistics is very important because you've got a balance of different lines that you're responsible for, different materials, and the people that are most successful are the ones that can work together. I think consumer and customer focus as well. You have the internal target. So for logistics, that's the manufacturing. Making sure that we've got our materials to the line on time and full, and then the outbound execution, very critical. And the challenging status quo one for me is we've done a lot of things the same way essentially as every other factory. So getting a team member that has fresh eyes is really important to me. So they're looking at where situations could be safer, where could we get better traceability with our materials, how can we improve efficiencies, always willing to hear the voice of the employee coming in and hopefully bring some new perspective to our team.
Ask a lot of questions. The more questions that you ask and the more you learn, the more comfortable you will become and aware of your surroundings in order to do a good job here. There's a lot of different positions that you can do once you find what you're comfortable doing. I was comfortable driving the forklift truck. I knew immediately I wanted to do that. And as soon as I seen the first female driving, that's what I wanted to do. When you come here for this position, just be yourself. Your true talents will come out when you get to the floor.